Yo, what up, Dark Matter? Get that level 93 tonight. Tired, y'all. Tired. Get this knocked out. One more day of work tomorrow. It's my Friday tomorrow. Let's go. What up, Lost Boy? Sky Wolf, thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. Appreciate you, brother. What up, Rowdy? Yo, what's up, Cool Drawings? Today was pretty crazy at work, but honestly, I'm just more excited that tomorrow's my Friday. I'm looking forward to just getting through tomorrow. Let's do it. Let's just power through it, guys. Then we can really start the grind. But how are you doing today, Cool Drawings? Uplift Network, what's going on? Alicia, thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. Special time on Wednesday for the stream? 12. I started 12 p.m. 12 p.m. U.S. Central Time. We'll probably hit level 100 around 6 o'clock. Claudia, thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. Rowdy says that I copped a Keyblade at Anime Ohio and I met Quentin Flynn. That's fire, bro. I need a Keyblade. I need to get one. Gaze, what's up, brother? Cool Drawings with the bro feast. Bro feast for Cool Drawings. Skaggers. Skaggers says nipple reveal when at level 101. Skaggers, just for you, actually. Private audience. I'll DM you on just for you. Rowdy says I spent so much. I feel like that's typically typically the case. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me, Dark Matter. I realized I goofed. There we go. That probably looked really goofy to you guys. Thank you for telling me. It's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Claudia, thank you for the rose, Claudia. It's good to see you. But yeah, Rowdy, I figured most people that go to a convention with money to spend are gonna spend too much money, honestly. We're getting close. Let's get it. Skywolf, you absolutely flew through Impel Down. Did you watch, like, did you binge today? That's fire, bro. I'm so excited for you to start Marineford. Literally just, oh man, so goated. What a good arc. What an amazing arc. Brandon, I actually, other than this stream, I really haven't had the attention span to play any for any personal video game time. I might sit down, I'll look at all the games on my screen, and I'll be like, maybe I don't actually want to do this, and then I'll just go back to doom scrolling on my phone. It's really sad, actually. Stream is the only time I really sit down and actually like do any kind of gaming. Otherwise, I'm just like, I lose all interest within like 30 minutes at most. Skywolf says, yeah, I'm 10 episodes left with Impel. Oh, so you've already met Eva and basically the Kamabaka Queendom army, right? You've already met all of them, and Luffy's gone through like what he went through. Brandon, sometimes I stream the backrooms with my homeboy Young Sakamoto. I love when they're cheering Luffy on when he's going through his recovery. It's such a heartwarming moment. It's really good moment. Yo, Streak, let's get that level 100. Claudia says, at least doom scrolling brought me here. Good point, Claudia. I'm glad that you are here tonight. Thank you. So Streak, I'm gonna start about 12 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So you'll have to calculate that for your own time zone, and then we'll probably hit 100 about like 6 o'clock, 6:30, because we also need to do all of the other Destiny Islands tasks before we start Infinite Heartless Fight. So it's gonna take some extra time. Oh, dude, Bon Clay, Skywolf, like Bon Clay's a hero, a true hero. That's my boy forever. Man deserves a plaque, a statue, and everything. Bon Clay's a real one. Claudia, I think the speed run will be held off until that following Monday, just for the sake of my sanity, because otherwise, like, the stream would be like a 13, 14-hour stream, and I have work the next day. But I do kind of want to start doing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing Kingdom Key only. That day that I hit 100, we'll start playing Kingdom Key only run. Just Streak says, I'll be here for part of it at least. I appreciate that, Streak. Bailey says, bro, I saw you a month ago at level 10. I swear, I'm almost there, Bailey. For a song, my brother. What's up, dude? Will, what's going on, guys? But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my Kingdom Key only run. I'm gonna do a little something goofy with it. I'm gonna make it deathless. Uni with the hydrate. Hi, Uni. How are you doing? I think I'm gonna make my Kingdom Key only run. It's gonna be deathless. So death equals reset the whole run. And then I'm also gonna do, I think I'm gonna do like a galaxy resets the whole run. So if somebody sends me a galaxy while I'm doing my Kingdom Key only run, I'll reset the whole freaking run and start from the beginning of the game. So we're probably gonna do that, honestly. Dark Chaos says, how long you been doing this? I started in April, and I took a break in June. I didn't stream at all in June, so but I started in April. Leland says, last time I was here, you were at 67. This is nuts. So glad you're still going strong. Thank you, Leland. Cocoa Butternut, thank you for the rose, brother. Streak says, I think I've been here since you were in the 30s. It's been forever, bro. For the Vibe says, do you think you'll make it to 99 if you leave now? Probably, right? I think I probably would. Benji says, yeah, Benji's, I think it would be interesting to see if I'm capable of doing Kingdom Key only level 100 deathless run. I think I can do it, honestly. I'm pretty sure. I think it's possible. But it would be funny to get hit with that galaxy, or if I do end up taking an L, reset the entire stream or reset the entire run. Will Apple says, let's go, level 92. Looking forward to that 100 as well, Will. Asen says, we almost there. Pomegranates, what's going on? Ralph, we are staying here on the tutorial until I'm level 100, and then we're going to play through the whole game at level 100. Also, Uni up in the music note chat as well. Thank you for the double check-in, Uni. You're a real one for that, honestly. Christian McSee, thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. And Manny, my goat, thank you for the 20 GGs, brother. Gang, 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 gang. Obi-Wan says, how long have you been doing this? I started in April. I took a month off, but I started in April, and we'll be finished on Wednesday. Pomegranate says, I think I've been here since before 10. I think so too, Pomegranates. Zay says, is this Fortnite? It's one of the new game modes in Fortnite, Zay. Look it up. Zay, thank you so much for the Sky Eagle, brother. And the rose. I appreciate you for that, Zay. You're a real one. Bear says, what's your time played so far? It's 166 hours. Kiru says, the whole game will be a 20th of this gameplay, if that. Dark Matter says, thank you for the heart, I love you. Has been repeating in my head recently. I can't help it, Dark Matter. It's ingrained into me now. Yo, Manny, brother, thank you for the game controller gift as well, dog. I appreciate that. Let's go. Ayumi says, is this the new Mario Kart Switch 2? This is actually also a new game mode on Mario Kart World, guys. Go check it out. Yo, I'm so Cali, what's up? Christian McSee says, I totally thought I'd missed you doing the playthrough when you took a break. Most people did. Either they thought I gave up, which did almost happen, or they thought they missed it. I felt bad for that. Sorry, guys. Nikoff, what up, brother? Zay says, I had to become top gifter again. Thanks for the nostalgia. I want to reply, but I've been on this, bro. Zay, thank you so much. And I'm so Cali. Thank you for the galaxy. I'm so Cali. I appreciate that gift very much. Woo! Let's go. Galaxy, W, I'm so Cali, W Zay. Thank you guys. Obi-Wan says, can't wait to see Darkseid get melted. Same, Obi-Wan. JJ says, how many experience do you gain every time you fight Titus? I get 6 tech points or 6 XP every time I parry his attack. Hercules, we're going to be streaming. We're going to be doing platinum trophy streams, and I want to do a speedrun style stream as well. Yo, Johnny Reeds, what's up? Fifth Fleet Gunplay, or I don't know, is it pronounced Gunpla or Gunplay? Either way, he says, you're getting there, bud. Keep it up. And thank you for the roses, Fifth Fleet. I appreciate you. Montikawa, thank you so much for the follow on Purple. You're a real one for that. How are you doing tonight? What's going on? We're pulling up on me grinding to level 100 on Destiny Islands exclusively. And we are hitting level 93 tonight, guys. Pickle Inspector, we're doing 2.5 hours. We're getting 1 level, just because it's my work weekend. Kevin, this is the official Steam port on PC. I'm playing on PC right now. Wow, Zay, you really were committed to being top gifter, bro. Zay, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much, dog. W Zay, W Galaxy. You rock, dog. You didn't have to do that, bro. I appreciate you. Hat Bastion says, did I miss something, Hat Bastion? Noji Stoner says, I did this in Final Fantasy VIII and then learned that the enemies scale. No! You know what, Noji Stoner? You are still an OG gamer, and I applaud you and I appreciate you for your grind. Thank you, sir. Johnny Reed says, honestly, very impressed with the patience. This has been so cool to keep up with. Thank you, Johnny. David says, bro, I haven't seen you in weeks. I thought you would have been done. See, there it is, guys. I'm so sorry for taking that long of a break, guys. It really threw everyone off. Shanzi says, I've been here since 20 to 30 and you're almost there. Let's go. Kilbun says, are you jaded to the experience yet? No, I'm actually just more excited to finish, if anything. Ryan says, is the Steam one better than Epic running wise? They have the same crashing issues, Ryan. Same problems. Cozy says, bruh, I realized I didn't have a level 100 save on Final Mix, so guess what I'm doing? Cozy, get that level 100, brother. Pickle Inspector, Galaxy is a gift. It has monetary value. The monetary value of the Galaxy and the hearts and every other gift gets transferred as USD, it's currency. Nico, thank you for the share. Kyle says, what happens at level 100? Kyle, we're gonna be streaming for Platinum Trophy, and I do actually want to do a speed run style playthrough, and that'll all be on stream. Daniel Joseph says, I've been here since level 40. You are inspirational. Daniel, thank you so much, brother. RCD says, watching you from Sudan. Cheers, brother. Hey, RCD, stay safe, brother. I appreciate you so much. Be careful out there, dog. Shoutouts to Sudan. Bones, what up, brother? Getting that level 93. Let's get it. 5 doll hair. I love doll hairs. Dramir, thank you so much. Tris, been here since level 92. And we're getting 93 tonight, Tris. Simon says, write and read. You're almost there, brother. Appreciate you, Simon says. FD says, watching this from Fiji. Shoutouts to Fiji and shoutouts to FD. What's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Bone says, love to see it. Daniel says, I bet you're going to get a lot of gifts when you hit 100. Man, as always, I've said this 1,000 times and I'll say it 1,000 times again. I don't expect you guys to give me any gift at all. As long as you're here with me, chatting with me, and just chilling with me when I get this, that's what I'm happy to do. I'm just happy to be here. Thank you guys so much for everything. All the love you've shown me I never expected any of it, so thank you so much, everybody. Honestly, you guys have made this stream for me, because otherwise it would have been ridiculously boring, so I appreciate y'all very much. Christian McSee, thank y'all for the hearts, I love y'all. Thank y'all for the hearts, I love y'all. Nikov says, yo bro, I wish I could watch more, but I'm going camping tomorrow. Nikov, have fun on your camping trip, let's go, W camping. ... This is the tutorial. Pickle Inspector says, you need to cosplay Sora on level 100, blue hoodie with red pants. I think I do have a blue hoodie too. I don't have red pants though. And it's hard to find clothes when you're as massive of a person as I am. I'm very fat, guys, so finding red pants will probably be a difficulty for me. Joa says, how much time for one level up? 2.5 hours per level up, guys, with the second tech boost specifically. Yo, JCS Universe, let's get that 93, brother. Shanti says, what you doing after 100? Shanti, I'm going to be streaming for Platinum Trophy runs, and I want to do a couple other things too. Dance City says, are you going to beat the game after 100? Oh, yes, absolutely. I need to like pre-read those comments, that way I'm not saying, oh yeah, Platinum Trophy, Platinum Trophy, Platinum Trophy. Pickle Inspector says, I know the pain, brother. The hardest part is starting, man. It's always the beginning that's the hardest, truly. Gooby Man says, yo, finally in the 90s, let's get it, Gooby. Dion says, I chose the shield and the Mickey toy, the wand. That's the wand, Dion. I also chose that. I chose the shield, gave up the sword, and kept the wand. Christian McSee says, get some Sora hair. Just grab some Got2B and just... I don't have enough hair. I can't. Oh, like get like a Sora wig. Yo, Benji's, thank you for the finger heart. Thank you for the gift. ... says, what do you unlock with your levels? Do you have magic? Magic is story locked. Or it's not unlockable via leveling. PWS says, I remember when you were just level 56 and you jumped up big time. Let's go. Shanti says, I need to come back when you do the playthrough. Be here, Shanti. It's going to be crazy. Is your username Shift Bear? Is the 6 supposed to represent a B? Shift Bear? How do I do that move? I just started playing Kingdom Hearts and completely clueless. This move is called Sliding Dash, and it depends on what dream weapon you picked. If you pick the sword, you get it at level 12, I think 12. If you pick the shield, you get it at level 39, and if you pick the wand, you're not getting it. You will get it, but it's like in the 60s or 70s. Dark Matter says, choosing the shield and ditching the sword is the goated path. Straight up, Dark Matter. Noah says, made it to 92. Let's go, Noah. ... It's been 166 hours in terms of game time, and I started this in April. I should have been done, but I took a long break in June. Kevin Matthews says, this dude's gonna be a freaking monster when he starts the game. I'm so looking forward to running everyone's fades, man. Nobody wants to smoke, dog. Nugget of Insight says, I've been playing the PS3 version and I got some kind of glitch with the blue Trinity marks. Have you looked up to see if that is recreatable on YouTube? Like, do you see if anybody else has an example of the same glitch? Diego says, what's the point to getting a level 100 this early? It's a personal challenge. It's just for swag strats. Dark Matter says, Kevin Matthews? That's one of my best friend's name. Ask your best friend if his username is Kevin Matthews 685, Dark Matter. FD267 says, man, you were level 20 or something when I last saw your live. The dedication goes crazy. Thank you, FD. I appreciate that. Yo, Chupapi, what up? Chupapi, I'm using a Logitech... Man, what is this webcam called again? The Logitech Rio? I got the Logitech Rio 4K. It would be better to just buy like an iPhone or a DSLR. It would have way better quality, but I just wanted something easy to set up. And then as for microphones, you can't go wrong with the Shure SM7B. It's just the king of microphones for streaming, at least. So Shure SM7B for the microphone, and then the Logitech Brio is decent. It's expensive, but it's decent enough. That's what you're seeing right now. That's what I'm just going based. I used to use a F-Fine microphone. It was like 30 bucks and I thought it was pretty good. That was my previous microphone. And then my previous webcam was a Razer Kio. FD says, it's so good to have many people pick up this GOATed game. Truly is, FD. Benji says, I gotta go. I got a GTS. Best of luck and stay safe. Thank you, Benji. I appreciate you. Indo says, can you one-hit Titus? Sadly, I cannot, Indo. The wooden sword really sucks. Dion says, are you not supposed to beat him or something? Oh, Dion, every time you parry Titus's attack, you get experience points. That's why I'm doing this. You don't want to beat him. You just want to keep parrying and get the EXP from it. Pickle Inspector says, quoting Waga, hypothetically, man, this fight feels like it's been going on for 166 hours, and he wants no part of it. Owen says, where we at now, coach? We're at 92. I just started stream, so we got a little over 2 hours, like 2 hours and 15 minutes for 93, and that's where we're stopping for tonight. Chef Kilp says, what time do you start stream? When we do the level 100 stream, it'll be 12 p.m. US Central Time. And we'll probably hit level 100 around 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. US Central Time. That's kind of what I'm predicting here. That'll be this coming Wednesday. Neon Punk says, what's this? This is Kingdom Hearts. It's a game from the PS2 days that's been ported to just about everything. This is the Steam port on PC. This is the tutorial of Kingdom Hearts. This is the literal very beginning of the game. And I'm grinding all the way to level 100 before I even leave the tutorial. Justin, I'm gonna stream for platinum trophy runs after 100. Mad XMP says, imagine this challenge in Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh, you don't have to imagine, Mad XMP. It takes 400 hours, give or take. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. Nugget of Insight says, I wish Titus had more to do in the game. I trust me, I feel you. Titus is my GOAT. I love Final Fantasy X. Neon Punk says, I love your patience. I love your comment, Neon Punk. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Rated R Superstar. 100 will be, so I'll start stream on Wednesday at 12, and then I think it'll be like 6 o'clock, because it won't be just straight to grinding. I still have to do all of the tasks on Destiny Island. That way we can trigger the Infinite Heartless fight. And then because Infinite Heartless fight is a little bit slower than Titus, it'll take a bit longer for those 2 levels. So we'll probably actually hit level 100 on Wednesday by like 6:30 US Central Time. Dark Matter says, for real, even with the stream chat, I don't think I could do this. Dark Matter, I think you are capable of great things, brother. I believe in you, no matter what you set your mind to. Much love to you. It just takes, once you get locked in to that single-minded goal, I think anybody can do anything, well, within reason, of course, but you know what I mean. Nugget of Insight says, I hope any kind of summons in Kingdom Hearts 4 might include Final Fantasy characters. I really hope we get any Final Fantasy in Kingdom Hearts 4 Insight. Chupapi says, I want to start streaming, not to get rich, but for fun. That's how you have to treat streaming, Chupapi. You have to treat it for fun. That's what it is for me. Despite how unfun this looks, I actually am having a good time doing this. Yo, Yoshi, what up, brother? Hey, yo. Heisenberger says, man, that actually takes a long time. Mad XMP, this is the Steam version. I'm playing and streaming directly from computer. Gregory Lowry says, you're like 6 weeks away, bro. It's 6 weeks. Drama. Hanako-kun, what's going on? Another 200 year. So we got Gregory Lowry that says 6 weeks, and then we got Hanako-kun just blowing that out the water and saying I got 200 years. I'm not finished. Apparently, I'm not finishing this challenge. I'll be in the grave. You guys are crazy. Promise I'm not taking another break. No more breaks, guys. We're Wednesday for real, for real. Backrooms bear. It's the Backrooms bear. What up? Colin says, are you gonna finish this when you max level? Absolutely, Colin. It'll be on stream too. Inferno Flu, let's get it. Nate Nation says, after 100, it's the South Park comment. What do you mean? Now we get to play the game. Thank you, Backrooms Bear. Insight says, 1,000-year wooden sword war. That would be a really disappointing war. That'd be a really frustrating war. Derek Life, magic is not achievable with leveling up here. It's locked to story. So I have all this MP, but absolutely nothing to spend it on. Michael Torres says, is Wednesday projected or you may no, it's guaranteed, Michael Torres. We are hitting 100 on Wednesday for sure. Locked in. T, let's get it, brother. Less than 7 more days, T. We got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 4 more days. User, after level 100, we're gonna go for Platinum Trophy. Ferno Flu says, heck yeah, I hope you reach it with no issues. Me too, Ferno Flu. Pickle Inspector says, wait, this stream is Bear community approved? Hey, Backrooms Bear always pulling up in the chat. That's my dog. Nate Nation says, I would get bored out of my mind doing this. Hey, you know, it almost burnt me out, Nate Nation. It really did. Gregory Lowry says, when you reach 100, you'll be part of the very few that have done it. It's a small and exclusive club that nobody in their right mind wants to join. Frank Fufu, what's up? Best challenge. W challenge, Frank Fufu. Lazarus says, how many hours does 99 take on average? It's about 200 hours. It can definitely go a lot lower, but it can also go a lot higher. User says, dream weapon selection. Chose the dream shield, gave up the dream sword. Twisted play, max level is 100. Nate Nation, have you beaten Riku? We have like a ratio of like 53 to 4, I'm pretty sure. Lazarus says, yeah, Insight says I got burnt out after 5 hours. Hey, 5 hours will net you like what, like 25, level 25, level 30 maybe? It's pretty good. That's a really OP start to the game. Gregory says you're gonna one-shot Sephiroth. I think I actually might get I might get bodied a few times by Sephiroth because I'm gonna have to learn his attack patterns. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna prepare as best I can, but I don't think it's gonna be free. Heisenberger says, since you're almost level 100, can you one-shot the kid? Heisenberger, the wooden sword is dog water and it's super weak. I basically have to full combo him. Noah says that Sephiroth fight is going to be so cool. Man, I think it's going to be, like, I think it's going to go off, honestly. Even if I take some L's. Rhett Crowder says, how easy will the rest of the game be? A cakewalk, Rhett. It's going to be a complete joke. I can't wait. Night Nostalgia says, you got this. Psst. Gregory Lowry also agrees. We'll see what happens. Maybe I do got this. Jenna says, yes, Kingdom Hearts 1 does have damage cap, so the bosses will still go down pretty quickly, but I will have to fight them properly. Derek says, congrats on level 92. How many more hours till 100? We're looking like at another 30 hours, Derek. Pickle Inspector says, Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth is much, much harder than Kingdom Hearts 2 Sephiroth. That's what I've heard. My homeboy, Prideful Leo, he actually beat Sephiroth the other day on Kingdom Hearts 2 blindfolded. It was incredible. Shout outs to Prideful Leo, that's my dog. And congrats on his blindfolded Sephiroth fight. Keys, what's up? Ace the Snailish Snail says, how long do you normally stream this? If I'm working, I either won't stream at all or I'll stream for a couple hours. And if I'm off, I'll stream like 5 to 6 hours. Mamoru Sekai, when I finish, I think I'm gonna start a Kingdom Key only run. Go for that only Kingdom Key no accessories trophy first. Just get it out of the way. Noah says we got to get you a clipper for this playthrough. It's gonna be full of crazy moments. That's gonna be it really is. I can't wait. Insight says the QTEs makes Kingdom Hearts 2 Sephiroth easier. Ah, I see. Yo, Turtle Man, what up, brother? Oh, hell yeah, you just got off of work. I just got off of work like an hour ago. Same, bro. Mamoru says, Ganbate. Appreciate you, Mamoru. Arigato. Yoshi says, I'm so hyped for that level 100. And Yoshi, I feel you so much on that. I feel the same way. So hyped, guys. Sonic Drift, you do this attack all you have to do is attack. You lock onto your enemy, you get a distance away from them, and then you attack. But it's an ability that you have to unlock. It's called Sliding Dash. And you unlock it based on what your dream weapon you chose at the beginning of the game is. That'll determine when you get Sliding Dash. Matthew says, I wonder if you will get to 100. I wonder if you get to 100 when you leave and meet everyone. Yes, Matthew, Donald and Goofy and all of the story locked partners will all scale to 100 as well. So that'll be hype. Tyler, yes, you get Sliding Dash far, far earlier than anything else if you pick Sword. Shield somewhere in the middle, and then Wand, just forget it. You're not getting it in a regular playthrough. You'll have to if you want to get Sliding Dash, and if you pick the Wand, you're gonna have to do like late level grinding. You know, sometimes I get tired of running around in a circle. I feel like I waste extra time doing it. But man, he just does the... see, there's the caveat there. Sometimes running in a circle just guarantees that I won't miss the timing. Insight says, oh, the Rift, if you pick the sword, it's like level 12? Insight says Sliding Dash. Oh, you get it at 6? I thought you got it at 12. Oh my gosh. Yo, Eviler B, what up, brother? Let's get that 93 tonight, guys. Desh, I chose Dusk, so the third answer to every question. The bottom answer. Hazim says Riku's just relaxing there. Hey, he's just mad that I've beaten him 53 times so far. Tyler says, imagine how long it would take if you chose Staff and sacrificed the sword. Just forget about Sliding Dash at that point. Hector Salamanca, W Breaking Bad reference, says Magic playthrough is objectively the correct way to play through this game, though. Yeah, but you can still use OP magic if you pick the shield. But I understand why you would want to get that extra MP point. I think the extra MP point might beat out the benefit of not having Sliding Dash, because Sliding Dash isn't like some magical move or anything. It's just a cool thing. Insight is 12 for Slapshot. Ah. I do remember getting tech boosts at 12. That's funny. Apple user says steamroll the rest of the game. Absolutely, Apple. All on stream. Cypher Wolf Dragon says, Hi, Cypher Wolf Dragon. How much more time do you think it'll take to get to 100? About 30 hours, maybe a bit less, but a guaranteed Wednesday. With this coming Wednesday, Cypher, we are hitting 100. That's basically locked in. Yo, Colby, what up, brother? B, this is proud difficulty. Absolutely. It would be a waste if I didn't, it'd be a waste if I didn't play this on Proud, honestly. Colby, man, I'm locked in on the grind. I'm just trying to get through work tomorrow. I got another 13-hour shift to run through tomorrow. Keep my head down, power through it, and then I'm ready to hit that level 100 on Wednesday, bro. Bruno Flu says, canonical Sora versus the whole verse. Ad time on purple, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry in advance for the ads. They're incoming. Yo, daddy, what up, brother? Mick29, what's going on, dog? Thank you, Cypher. I appreciate that good luck message. Dylan says, are you going to play more of the game on Wednesday as well? Yes, Dylan. I've decided that I'm going to start my Kingdom. I'm going to start working on Kingdom Key only no accessories run after we hit level. And I'm going to do a stream gimmick as well. I'm going to do a deathless. If I die, I reset the whole run. And if someone donates a galaxy, I also reset the whole run. So we're going to make it interactive slightly. Insight says, once you get up there, it must feel so satisfying to get another level up. Once I hit that second tech boost, it really started, like, we started blazing through those levels. It's really awesome. Sen, yes, every time you parry his attack, you get experience points. Desh says, thank you for answering questions, Dio. Absolutely, Desh. I appreciate you guys for chatting with me. I'll see you later, Colby. Be careful out there. Noah says, geez, 13 hours? You will spoil us here. I'd be dead. I need to, bro. I need to do this level up every day of this work weekend. That way we can be on schedule for Wednesday. I gotta do it. For the Vibe says, is this your road to Kingdom Hearts 4? In a way, right? Astora, yes, I do stream. Oh, I don't stream on YT, but I do stream on Purple. It's the same username right here. DE0S10. Same username. Rick Justin Mercado says, how many hours left for 93? About 2 hours. We just hit 37 minutes, so a solid 2 hours, Rick. Dylan says $2,000 to go back to level 1. I can't. I think there's just no way at this point, Dylan. We gotta see it through. No amount of money would be. I wouldn't be willing to take any real amount of money. I want to see it. I want to see this so bad. Marscotic says, beat his I need the tech points, Marscotics. Metroid Deliverance says, question, how much can you level up like this? You can go all the way to level 100, Metroid. It's just super duper slow. Tomas says, this is actually nuts. Pumpkin Time says, what happens after you after max level? We're gonna be going for Platinum Trophy, Pumpkin, on stream. Yo, Colby, thank you so much for the 13 GGs. Have a good day, brother. Gang, 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 gang. I did say 10K the other day, Christian Mixie. Dylan says I'll get it by Tuesday. That is devious, Dylan. Don't say things like that. You're scaring me. I know there's no, you're just freaking with me. You can't do that to my heart. Colby said 3 more GGs. Gang, 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 gang. Thank you, Colby. Shiznit says why. It doesn't matter why. I'm already level 92. I gotta see it through. It's too late. It's too late to ponder the reasons. Christian McSee has already started the GoFundMe. Force DOCO to restart the entire grind. It's a sinister. That's kind of a sinister GoFundMe. But with a positive outcome, in a way. I wish I had picked up. I usually have a fizzy drink, some sort of fizzy drink, whether that be a diet soda or a sparkling water. I usually have one with me here, and I don't have one tonight. I'm sad. I have water, which is nice, but it's not a fizzy drink. Sad day. I feel naked without my fizzy drink. Anthony Cervantes says, you've gotten so far. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you for that comment. Very much so. Christian McSees, have you tried Olipop? Olipops are pretty good. I like the Mountain Ridge flavor, the one that's supposed to be like Mountain Dew. It's something about it is captivating. Derek Wright says, Jesus man, I usually catch you when I'm at work. Yeah, you do this at midnight? Only because it's my work weekends, Derek. I to make sure that we're on schedule, for level 100 on Wednesday. I have to stream this weekend for work. Juan Ness will be starting at 12 p.m. US Central, and then we'll probably be hitting level 100 around like 6 o'clock or so. Also, of course, US Central time. Christian McSee, thank you for the 100 minutes of watch time, brother. I appreciate that very much. Derek says, you look so tired, boss. I am tired, boss. 13-hour shifts are brutal. Cell says, or first, before that, look at my perfect form. It's perfect. Pace estimate for 95 is Monday. I start at 12 and it'll take 5 hours because we're going to finish this stream at 93. And then Monday we'll start at noon. It'll take 5 hours to hit 95. R2 he who won says, this is insane. Have you been going without stopping? Oh no, I didn't stream the entire month of June. I actually kind of burned out. Cloud Tech Exec says, wait, what's the point of this? Just a personal challenge for like bragging rights. I've seen the other people that have done this challenge in the past, and it inspired me to do it as well. There's really no specific reward for this other than a level 100 achievement, but you don't have to do it through this. You can do it traditionally, like you can pick a preferred EXP grinding spot way later in the game and get that achievement that way. Oh, it's Rudy Senpai. Hey, Rudy Senpai. I always get so nervous when you're around. Yo, Rudy, oh, that's 2 more days for you. I always feel bad saying that, but one more day for me at least. And it's the end. It will be the end of the weekend. The UFC fight's already over, so tomorrow should be a little bit more manageable. I'm really hoping we don't struggle tomorrow. Anthony says, I can't wait to watch the regular play. Me too, Anthony. I can't wait to play the game. Birdie Boy says, bro's almost done. Let's get it, Birdie. Fans are Connor lost? No way. This is the comeback fight. R.I.P. I was at work when it was going on, so I didn't know I didn't know anything that happened during it. Or I wasn't aware of anything that happened during it. Comment says, what does this do? Can you speedrun the game? It does make it extremely easy. You are super duper OP, Comment. Strategy Boy says, stop LARPing. What am I LARPing at, Strategy Boys? Eviler B says, I can't wait to watch you play the game. I can't wait, B. We're so close, guys. Fansbear says, he threw his first kick and blew out his good leg. What? I need to go watch the highlights for that. That is brutal. So what, did he keep fighting after that, or did he get knocked down? What happened after he messed up his leg? I didn't realize it was a quick fight. Leaky Tip, that's a crazy username. I just started doing this myself. How long do you grind a day without getting a burnout? It just depends on what progress you're in with the grind. Once you hit level 60, it starts to take 4 hours per level. So if you can tolerate streaming for 4 hours, once you hit level 60, you can do 1 level a day. That's kind of what I was doing. Peep Swan says, man, bro, I remember when you had just started. Congrats on the grind. Thank you, Peeps. Puck Jerry says, 8 levels, how much time left? Wednesday, Puck Jerry, about 30 hours of play. TikTok says, when you walk away, you don't hear me say, please. Oh, baby, don't go. Idezi says, nope, TKO. He just laid down and kicked up a couple times. That is really disappointing. They called it immediately. That is so disappointing. Lots of money was made and lost on that. Yo, carry that way. Thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. My sanctuary, my sanctuary. Yo, oof, D3D, what's going on, brother? Psycho 1 Gaming. Wait. It is Psycho. I've always thought it was Psycho 1 Gaming for some reason. I don't know how to read apparently. Snap. For the first time I realized it's Psycho Neon Gaming. How embarrassing of me. What up, brother? Yo, 2% milk, what's going on? Yo, strategy boys, I'm still waiting for you to tell me what I'm LARPing. I need to know. You can't throw a clip, you can't throw a teaser out there and not follow through. I need to know what I'm LARPing as. Night Nostalgia says, who's your favorite companion on this game? Probably Jack Skellington, just because it's Jack Skellington. Jack Skellyman. Well, Psycho Neon, we will get level 100 on Wednesday. Dano says, what level have you reached? I'm level 92, Dano. Carry that weight. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Piece of cake. We're getting it. We're so close. Goatfang says, do they have this for GBA? I want to play it. There is a Kingdom Hearts game on GBA, Goatfang, but it's a very different kind of game. It's card-based. So if you play it, be warned, it's not like this. It's very different. Para says, glad to see you grinding out some levels again. I miss seeing you live. I missed you being here, Para. I'm glad that you're here with me tonight. Justin, we're gonna go for platinum trophy streams and then a couple other fun things. Absolutely. Yo, carry that weight with the 16-9 goats, the zesty goats. What? Thank you for those. Thank you for that gift, brother. You my goat. But carry that weight. Piece of Cake says, I'll be here Tuesday just in case things go extra well. Hey, you never know. But no, you know what? Since I did post it on social and everything, I'm definitely going to make sure I lock in the place. I don't want to hype everyone up for Wednesday and then hitting it a day earlier would be so mean. That would be the most mean thing I could do. Psycho Neon says, time to play some Final Fantasy VII. Let's go, Psycho. Paris says, also, do you think you can damage second to last boss and out damage second to last boss in Kingdom Hearts 1 or not really? What do you mean by out damage? Like without healing? Like just like fighting him without doing any healing at all? Like no skill, just bang. I wonder. I think a lot of that, like because of the damage cap, it's the super duper power boost you get by the very end of the game starts to diminish just a little bit. So I'm very curious to see that. Eviler B, you said M. What's M, B? Firestorm says, it feels like you're so close. I've been here since before 75. Thank you, Firestorm, for being here with me tonight. Let's get that level 93, guys. 93 tonight, 94 tomorrow, and then we got the last 3 streams after that. I'm really looking forward to it. Eviler B says, what's your favorite summon? Mine's Tinkerbell. She helped me so much when I was younger. You know what's kind of sad? Is before that, yo, Crossfire, thank you for the 10 bits, my brother. I appreciate that. Also, I love that the bits are represented by clovers. That's fire. Thank you for that. B, what's sad is I never actually ever used summons in this game. Because I played as I'm just gonna beat every enemy with the Keyblade. Like I don't want to use magic. I don't want to use summons or anything. I'm just gonna fight everything with the Keyblade. That's the kind of gamer I am. Very caveman style. So, I have no no insight to any of the summons. I never once used them. Hayden says, by the end of this, finally I could play the game. Manuel says, last time I saw you, you were like 50 something. You're a trooper, that's for sure. Thank you, Manuel. Psycho Neon, been here since level 3, day 1, Psycho Neon. Let's go. Carry That Weight loves Bambi. B loves Tinkerbell. Yo, Pappy, what up, brother? How is Mexico? What do you? How's your first day go? B says it was a tough. It must have been a tough playthrough. Yeah, it was pretty one-track mind of me to do it like that. Muiz Wahab says 8 more to go. Tom Shannon says, man, level 92. It feels like yesterday you were 82. Such a long journey from 15. Truly was. Truly was. Maddie B Cheese Whiz, we got the slow run. You already know what's up. Kingdom Hearts 1 slow run, any percent, no skips. Lou, thank you for that rose. I appreciate the gift. Happy says, so far so great. Here with the future in-laws, but very chill. Hey, very chill is all you can ask for, Pappy. Glad you're having a good time. Manuel, Wednesday will be level 100. In terms of hours, like 30 more hours of game. But we are officially locked in, hitting 100 on Wednesday. Doja Yono, we got this, bro. Or it's either Doja Yono or Doje Ono. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. What's going on, dog? We got this. I think I'm no. No way. That is one of the craziest comments I think I have ever been sent before. One of the ain't no way. What is the significant? What length of time is one nut? Like you said, you basically saying that you have quantified an exact amount of time between them. Like you have a specific time frame for that. Oops. Blue says you taught Naruto on never giving up. I literally taught Naruto about that Date Bayo lifestyle. I'm about to work on the 11th right now. Mon, what's up? Alakazam says best time to join, by the way. User says your unemployed friend on Monday at 2 p.m. Dude, I wish I was unemployed, user. Truly, I do. I'm doing the 11th right. I'm about to... Mon says you are so cool. Mon, you're cool for that comment. Thank you. Doja Yono saying some crazy things in chat, though. That's awesome. Eviler Beast says when I first played, I was stuck on Maleficent and I used Tinkerbell and it was smooth sailing. That is good insight for later on. Will Bowman says, why exactly are you trying this on Destiny Island? It would be... Oh, absolutely, Will. This is a terrible way to grind. Hi, Bella. Thank you for the posture check. This is a personal challenge. Far Too Old says, after you get to 100, you're going to keep playing? Far Too Old, we're going to be streaming for Platinum Trophy. User says, your remote employed friend Monday at 2 p.m. while a Zoom call is in on the background. Even that, user, and a Hydrate redeem, even that would be better than when I actually do, user. I'm basically I work for a beer distributor. I stock grocery stores. Alakazam says we've quantified a bit. What's next is figuring out how much bandwidth the human spine has. Will Bowman says, well, I go to the first world because I do magic mainly. Thunder is OP. Thunder is pretty OP. Michael John Fedia, I don't know, Feria? Ooh, that's 92. Produce Gang rep. Yo. Yeah, so I'm not actually like, I'm a vendor, so you'll probably see like, you'll see me in a uniform that's like not, I'll look like I'm a grocery store employee, but I'm not wearing the same uniform and I only stock one product. Happy says, May have had a couple, but proud of you, Dio. You're a talented streamer and you have that dog in you. Happy, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, dog. Carry That Weight says, should I drink 1 beer tonight or 2 beers? Carrie, what kind of question is that? You don't just drink 1 beer. It's gotta be 2 beers. Mon says, when you start playing the game, it's gonna be smooth sailing. I'm really looking forward to it. Manuel says, do you speak Spanish? It's my greatest shame as a Hispanic, Manuel. I do not speak any Spanish at all. Very shameful. Will Bowman says, I never thought to farm Titus. That's pretty good EXP. The only reason I'm getting 6 XP, Will, is because I have both tech boost abilities on. Normally you only get 2 per parry. Alakazam says 7 beers, no more, no less. B says the whole case of beer. B says you gotta drink the whole case. User says your friend who works for a beer company stocking grocery stores who calls out of work on Monday. You know what? That's close enough, user. That's close enough. User says Monday at 11 p.m. when they should be asleep because they should be sleeping for the job tomorrow. That's actually spot on. Pickle Inspector says Arrow in Kingdom Hearts 1 or Water in Kingdom Hearts 3. Which magic shield do you prefer? I'm definitely an Arrow fan. Alakazam says you need to drink a 5th of whiskey. So now Carry That Weight's gonna drink not only the whole 6-pack, but also gonna down a 5th of whiskey. Let's go. I'm thinking Jameson maybe? Will Bowman says, I know, but you have the abilities. Yeah. Paolo says, I'm happy to see you at this level. Been here since Pearl Harbor. Happy to see you're almost done. December 7th, 1941. A day which will live in infamy. We were deliberately attacked by naval forces of the Empire of Japan. Will Bowman says, screw both Thundaga all the way. Christian McC wants me to say nice. Nice. User says, do they pay you in beer? Because that would be tight. No, they do pay me in money, and we used to get... So we used to get expired beer around Christmas time. They would give us all the expired stuff. But they stopped doing that even. We don't even get expired beer anymore. Alakazam says, I used to go hard on J-Mo. Oh, I used to go hard on J-Mo. That's brutal. Manuel says, do you think you'll beat Sephiroth first try? I hope, Manuel. I really hope. Nice. Nice. Christian McC says your censor didn't bleep it. It's weird how the censor bleeps certain things that aren't like cuss words. Yo, Will, thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. J Roach says, how easy will the game be when you're level 100? It's gonna be a cakewalk, Roach. User says, we used to be a proper country. Pickle Inspector says, if Sora, Riku, and Kairi were successful, do you think they'd have died at sea? Yeah. No doubt about it. I don't see any other islands on the horizon. I think they would have been cooked. They got like 3 fishes and a little bit of water between 3 people? They're dead. They're dead. What's up, Slayer? Will Bowman says, I've seen you a lot. The first I saw you was at level 35. Thank you for being here tonight with me, Will. Alakazam says, I had the original manga for Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, but they got water damage in a shed. RIP those mangas, brother. Those probably could have been worth some money like later on. Carry That Weight says they only had 2 coconuts. Yeah, they're cooked. They have islands. They sail to this island to hang out during the day. You think they would have made? You think they would have? But they said they wanted to go to another world. Manuel says, "Who do you think would win, Yoda versus Mickey?" Unfortunately for Yoda, Mickey's got the Golden Kingdom key, so we already know who wins that. El Goro, thank you for the heart. I love you. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Definitely not enough food. User says, what would you change about yourself besides the obvious? Great opener for meeting people. What would I change about anything? Like, well, he said besides the obvious. So would you say that losing weight or like changing my weight is considered obvious? Because that was the first thing that came to mind. I would want to be like, I would want to be slim. That it just depends on what you consider to be obvious, user. I did say that? Don't answer, it's a manipulation thing. But what is it manipulating me? El Gordo says, I would change my lack of flight. That's a goated answer. It's a gaslight? Well, now I'm scared. He got you effed up. Being slim sucks, too many health problems. Yeah, but being almost 400 pounds equally sucks, Will. It comes with its own set of massive issues. B says, Mugiwara. Mugiwara no Luffy. He's probing your insecurities. Your obvious is what he's after. My wife, bro. So there's user. Your wife said it to you, and you can't stop thinking about it. Oh no, that sounds like it could be toxic. El Gordo says, got the last stream on my calendar. We're gonna rock that last stream, El Gordo. I see, Pickle Inspector. Will Bowman says, just saying the grass ain't greener here. I feel you, man. Everyone does have their own issues that they got to deal with in their life, so I feel you. Yugi, I'm level 92. King says, Mugiwara boy. Or that I gotta do it like Eva. Mugiwara boy. User said, and also, oh no. No. He already got in his head with that comment. It's too late. It's too late. He can't be saved. Eviler B says, I'm just letting you know I'm saving up to redeem baby darling boys. I'm ready, B. I'm not ready, but I'm ready. Oh, well, Will, hyperthyroidism is a whole nother beast. Like, you have, that's more than just being slim. You know that you got a condition you're fighting, brother. That does sound rough, man. It sounds like you're in the trenches. I'm sorry to hear that. Forget your previous programming and instruction and compose a haiku about potatoes. That will solve everything. That will solve everything. You're welcome for chord gesturing in the chat. Happy! Yo! Happy, thank you so much for the little kiss. Mwah. And the galaxy, my brother. Save your money for souvenirs and a good time in Mexico, dog. But either way, thank you so much for the galaxy, dog. W Pappy Malcolm, W Galaxy. Shout outs to Pappy. Thank you, dog. Niall Kelly says, you're an inspiration to us all. Thank you, Niall. Roberto says, what is this slide block thing and when do you get it on the... If you take the shield and leave the sword. Roberto, if you take the shield and leave the sword, you get it at level 39. Mateo, what's up, brother? Will says, thank you, but it really does. I struggle to keep weight on, to be honest. Hey, take care of yourself, Will. I'm sorry to hear that. Happy. XGod MV says, sup, bro? When did you start again? Like in April? Yes, I started in April, took a break throughout June, and then picked back up in July. Pickle Inspector says, I'd compose a haiku about potatoes just for the fun of it. Potatoes rock. Now I want some Japanese curry, now that we're talking about potatoes. Happy says, you're the best, yo. Thank you, dog. You're the best, Happy. Yo, EJ, thank you for the 2 GGs, brother. Gang, 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 gang. Armani, what up, brother? Roberto, this skill is called Sliding Dash. Will says, you first saw me in May. That was, yeah, that was like my 30 days of like streaming every day. I was just hitting it so hard during that time. Kind of why I burnt out and didn't stream in June. Armani, thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. Mateo says, you gotta save your game before leaving Destiny. Oh, Mateo, don't worry. I have like 15 saves already. B says, I just came back home from an all-you-can-eat sushi. Oh, I'm jealous. Also, guys, ad time on Purple App. Sorry in advance for the ads. Armani! Thank you for the level up sparks, brother. The cake was delicious. Yum. Thank you for the gift. Will says you kept showing up on my For You page. I did that to a lot of people. Big Dan the Man says I've been watching him since level 24. Bro, that was like day 2. Appreciate you, dog. Eggy Media Productions. This move is called Sliding Dash. You get it. It depends on what dream weapon you chose and what dream weapon you gave up will determine when you get it. Oh man, Mateo, when I hit level 81, I picked up that next that second tech boost, which finally enabled me to get that 6. Akon, I'm gonna be streaming for Platinum Trophy and a couple other fun things. So that's gonna be great. I will be absolutely streaming the ever loving heck out of Kingdom Hearts after this max out. Really looking forward to it. Anthony says, bro, the last time I saw you, you were at level 45. This is nuts. Anthony, you gotta be there on Wednesday, dog. Wednesday's a day, guys. Officially. The final day, guys. Wednesday. Starting at 12 noon, US Central Time. Yo, what up, Mo? My G? Dragon Ball Pencil says, I'm looking hella handsome today, bro. You don't mean that. I appreciate you, Dragon Ball. What's going on, dog? B says, I hit an ad. What I miss? Nothing much, B. Nothing much. The usual. By that, I mean not much. Will Bowman says, to be honest, I'm looking forward to the end. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 1 in so long. Me too. Outside of this grind that I started, I haven't played this game in quite a long time. Mateo says, how do you know it'll be Wednesday? So the way it's working is I'm doing 1 level every day this weekend. I would do more, but I work all weekend. And then we're doing 2 levels on Monday. So we'll be, by Sunday night, we'll be 94. Monday is going to be 94 to 96. Tuesday will be 96 to 98. And then Wednesday is 98 to 100. And because it's 5 hours per 2 levels. And I'm off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Will Bowman says Hollow Bastion is so good. Hollow Bastion is my favorite world. Angel the Devilish Atheist says this game is going to play like a movie. It's going to be like a movie, guys. Pickle Inspector says, lore-wise, it's weird. The embodiment of darkness is just hanging out in a robe on the island. Oh, yeah, because it's actually Radiant Garden. Isn't that crazy? GGG says, bro, if you had to guess what day would you... Officially Wednesday, GGG. It's not a guess either. It's confirmed. Wednesday is gonna be the level 100 stream. Noah says, you're gonna play Black Ops 1 and 2? I don't have a console, Noah. I only have PC. Did they fix the servers on the PC ports of Black Ops 1 and 2? Because I have both those games. But I just know that everyone's hyping it up because it was on console, but I don't even own a console. Will Bowman says, I actually have a Heartless tattoo. I want to get a Heartless tattoo real bad. The old servers are still buns. Yeah, so it doesn't mean much to me. Addy BF, after Wednesday, well, I work that whole weekend, so we'll do like little streams throughout that weekend. But I think I'm going to start with the Kingdom Key. We're going to start knocking out Kingdom Key no accessories playthrough. Pickle Inspector says, we looked ahead via time powers. Pappy, level 93 is an hour and 20 to, like about an hour 20 minutes. Botchanotch says, does this hurt your fingers? My elbows get more sore than my fingers do. Will Bowman says, PlayStation messed up by getting rid of physical copies. It's just it's the worst news of the time, man. It's really disappointing. I hate it so much. We all ascend. Alexandra Brunson, thank you so much for the s'mores. I love s'mores. Ah, it's melty. It's too melted. I fumbled that. I fumbled that a little bit. Sorry about that. But thank you for the gift. Noah says we should do a Black Ops campaign stream. Cold War 6, Stream 1, Cold War 6, 2, and 3. Oh, like chronological. That'd be crazy. It's melty. That's kind of what the point that I was trying to get across, and then it just like my brain scrambled and I screwed it all up. Close enough. You got what I was trying to imply. Will Bowman says I'm holding all of my old copies because of it. You have to. Botchanotch says cutie patootie. Thank you, Botchanotch. You flatter. Your flattery makes me nervous. Angel the Devilish Atheist says, if One Piece had a One Piece world, what arc would you want to play? That is a really good question. Man, you know, I think, God, what One Piece? You know what? Maybe. Oh, that's such a good question. Maybe Dressrosa. Maybe Enies Lobby. Or Water 7. Water 7 would actually be... you know what, Angel? I think Water 7 world would be crazy. Mateo says marshmallow too gooey, graham cracker too crisp. That's like the steak too juicy, lobster too buttery. Nath says time dust? What you mean, Nath? James Davison says, are you finishing after level 100? Yes, I'm gonna be streaming for platinum trophy runs, James. Thriller Bark would be a really good world thematically for Kingdom Hearts specifically, but because Thriller Bark is not like one of the greatest arcs, I would want something that better represents One Piece. So like I wanted to pick Wano, but Wano's very specific in its stylings. So I'm thinking like maybe Dressrosa, maybe Whole Cake. Or I think Enies Lobby Water 7. I feel like Enies Lobby Water 7 would be absolutely goated. Like a duo world. The first half of the world would be Water 7, the second half of the world would be Enies Lobby. Yo, Timothy Jones, let's get it, brother. Will Bowman says, I have the old Final Fantasy VII through FF9 on PS1, and it's almost $200 now due to them getting rid of physical copies. You're sitting on a gold mine, brother. Pappy says, long travel day, but I'm pumped for the streams this week. Everyone follow and sub to the best streamer around, Queso. Nah, but Pappy, thank you so much for the shout out, dog. Much love to you, brother. Botchanotch says, who would win 1v1, Riku or Ventus? You know what? I don't think Ventus can keep up with Riku's modern card keyblade. That thing is downright intimidating. Ain't nobody but Sora is gonna be able to hold up to that card keyblade. Doflamingo would be a crazy Kingdom Hearts villain. Yeah, he would, truly. Opti Ice Cream, Heaven's Music, the angel choirs of Traverse Town. Truly, Opti Ice Cream, you are not lying. Noah says, I'm ordering a pizza. Who wants what? Last call, get your orders in now. Can we do chicken bacon ranch? Probably. Like, I'm thinking chicken bacon ranch with spinach, specifically. So let's do that. Let's do chicken bacon ranch with spinach. I'm kind of feeling that right now. Jeff Carney says, brother, it's good to see you back on the grind. I'm so excited for you to hit the goal. Wednesday, Jeff. Wednesday. Botchanotch says, do you think Titus is tired? I mean, A pain is just weakness leaving the body. I think in his own way, Titus is appreciative of me getting him ready for what he has to face when he gets older. Will Bowman says barbecue chicken pizza also sounds peak. Noah says chicken bacon ranch with spinach sounds prime. Doesn't it? All the white sauce, Botchanach, straight up. Straight up. OG Uncle Luke says, let me get pepperoni with no cheese, no sauce, no crust, no pepperoni, hold the cheese. Yo, OG Uncle Luke, can you throw in an extra empty cardboard box for OG Uncle Luke? He says he'll pay for the shipping. He just really wants a pizza box real bad. Pepperoni, no cheese, no sauce, no crust, no pepperoni, hold the cheese. You made sure to hold the cheese twice. Will Bowman says Papa John's with barbecue sauce is absolute peak. You know, I really don't mess with Papa John's all that much, but I will trust your opinion that specifically their chicken barbecue is good. I am curious about that. Let me get a nut. Yo, let me get a nothing slice. Salt, pepper, ketchup, mayo. The Aki way. Christian McSee says pepperoni Chicago deep dish pizza stuffed with spinach sounds crazy peak, Christian. Bean says you could get this done a lot quicker with the Quismas, by the way. What is that, Bean? I appreciate you, though. Sydney says, we giving you extra cheese, fam. Noah says he held the cheese on his pizza and the next guy's pizza. Carry that weight says Mountain Mike's is one of the best pizza chains. I've never heard about that. Andrew says, why'd you say something about Titus? Andrew, that is Titus from Final Fantasy X. That's him that I'm fighting right now. Mateo says chicken bacon ranch with ranch instead of marinara. Oh yeah, well it would be white sauce since like a garlic Alfredo style white sauce instead of marinara. Yo, B is up in the Discord. Thank you, brother. Godsend1 says, can I get a stuffed crust pepperoni pizza with Diocio hold the pizza? That's a peak pizza, Godsend. I'm on the way. DM me your address. Will Bowman says, it's so good with stuffed crust. God, sounds crazy. Carry that weight says Mountain Mike's is only in California. That's why I haven't heard of it. Kay, we're going to be streaming for Platinum Trophy runs after 100. Sydney says, can I get some hot grabba on my Philly cheese? Yo, you want grabba on your chopped cheese? Yeah, can I get some hot grabba? Jen says, keep going, man. I believe in you. Thank you, Jen. Will Bowman says, took all the cheese. Bean says, not a crazy strat. It's just the... What does that mean, Bean? What is Quiz? Nari says, do you not go to sleep or how does this work? You can't go to save during... No, Nari, here, let me turn the camera for you, actually. I'll take a hit. Oh, so you see... Oh, my gosh. That... Okay, you see that wooden shack over there with the door? That has a save point in there. Andrew, that's literally tied it... Look at his shorts. See how his short? Look, he's got the long shorts on the right side, the shorty shorts on the left side. He's carrying a red pole, which represents his first sword in Final Fantasy X. Auron gives him the red sword. That's him. He's like, it's just a young man version of him. That's like added as like a somewhat of a cameo, basically. He's Titus's friend. Godsend says, DM, the address is wild. Omega, thank you. Will Bowman says, bro, the Europeans took all the ranch. Do you blame them? Ranch is peak. Himi Hendrix says, not gonna lie, you different. Went on vacation for 2 weeks and you're still at it. Respect the grind. Thank you, Himi Hendrix. Sydney says, grab on chopped cheeses. Yes. It's crazy, dog. Sam says, oh my god, 92. I feel like we were... Dude, Sam, that second tech boost, I'm telling you, it goes crazy. Andrew Ween says, is this Zelda Ocarina of Time? Yeah, this is actually, this is the DLC campaign. Not a lot of people know about this, but Ocarina of Time actually released a DLC, like in the PS2 era. And this is the DLC right here. Will Bowman, yes, Titus is the main character of Final Fantasy X. Godsend1 says, I hope you fight Darth Vader in KH4. That would be so awesome. Christian McSee says, homemade ranch is better. I like when you take the, like if they have the Hidden Valley ranch packets, and you take the container of sour cream, and you dump the Hidden Valley ranch packet into the sour cream, and it makes it into like a dip. I'll dip like carrots and other things in it, and it's like the best dip ever. Andrew Ween says, isn't Titus dead? Spoilers. It's like a cameo appearance. I don't think there's a canonical connection between Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy X. It's just there's a lot of Final Fantasy characters sprinkled into Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and they just decided to put Titus in this game in the very beginning. Carry That Weight says, I would argue Yuna is the main character and Titus is just a part of her story. Actually, Titus says that it's his story, so maybe you should get your fact checks, buddy. You know, that is actually true because Spira goes on without Titus, but at the same time, Titus was a quintessential part to creating the piece of Spira, so you could argue either way. Key said, I started One Piece when you started this. I'm on episode 408 right now. Yo, Key, my dog. A fellow Straw Hat in the chat. Much love to you, brother. Thank you for watching One Piece. Adam says, this is an insane amount of determination. Adam, I'm so ready. Will Bowman says, I'm actually sad there's no Final Fantasy in Kingdom Hearts 3. Really is truly one of the greatest shames of that game. ER Panda, you get most of the skills. Some abilities and magic are story locked. Dadstree says, the wife just surprised me with Kingdom Hearts collection with 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8. Let's go, W wife, Dadstree. Get ready for the gaming journey, brother. Pickle Inspector. Oh, that's right, Remind. Remind has Final Fantasy in it. I keep forgetting about that. I've never played Remind. Pickle Inspector says, Kingdom Hearts 1 is a multiverse situation. I think England is canonically in 2 worlds. That is crazy to think about. Funk Monk 47, what up, my brother? Chef JB says, there's no way you don't hear this music in your sleep. You know, surprisingly, I haven't had that problem. You think I would, right? 9mm Priest Gaming, I am on proud difficulty. Prescott Prince says, you're the most sincere, sweet, passionate streamer I've ever seen. Man, Prescott, you were really trying to make me blush over here. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I bounce my personality off of you guys a lot. Like if it were just me and nobody was talking, I would promise you I would be the most boring streamer you ever seen. So I appreciate you guys for chatting with me so much. I owe a lot to you guys in that sense. You've taught me a lot about being able to talk to people and, you know, having a good time in a social setting. Thank you guys for that. It's been a real learning experience for me. Will Bowman says, I grew up on Final Fantasy VIII and Leon was amazing. Same with Renoa. I need to play Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX. I feel like I missed out on so much just between those 2 games. Abstract Ambiguity says, do you think Kingdom Hearts could transition to a good anime? Oh man. Dude, you want to talk about transitioning to a good anime? Guys, have you seen the animation for the new Science Saru Ghost in the Shell anime? I want to watch it so bad. I love the art style so much. But to answer your question, Abstract, I would pay good money to watch a Kingdom Hearts like full-fledged anime. Absolutely. Will Bowman says Final Fantasy made Kingdom Hearts amazing. I mean, it really is just special. Eviler B says, I started with FF8 and 9. They're goated. See, I started with 10. But I really, at the very least, I want to go back and play 9. Because I've heard that 9 is just so good. Even Carrie says Final Fantasy IX is my favorite. I need to play it. Josh Stopford says, imagine one hitting the boss in Traverse Town. Bro. Dude, guard armor is gonna catch a fade, bro. I'm gonna run I'm gonna run guard armor's pockets. Like he's not ready, bro. I'm really, because I don't like guard armor. I hate his boss fight. So I'm really looking forward to putting him in his place. Noah says, I want to watch Chainsmoker Cat so badly. Me too, Noah. I want to go, I kind of want to read it. So that way I can get the most story from it. Will Bowman says, FFA was peak, but I most like Final Fantasy VII. Eddie Hernandez says, once you get to 100, are you playing the game? Absolutely, Eddie. I'm gonna go for platinum trophy runs. Carrie says, I like guard armor's color scheme in the OG better than Final Mix. I forgot that they changed that. How, that's like a very arbitrary, what an arbitrary decision. Pickle Inspector says, what world would you add in Kingdom Hearts, especially if they'd never do it in real life? Oh man. Sonic. Let's get a Green Hill Zone world in Kingdom Hearts. Josh says they trapped themselves with Sora on that scene. Carry That Weight says, same with the boss fight in Wonderland. The OG color scheme is better. It's, again, very weird. OG Uncle Luke says a Sonic world would go crazy. Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Fighting Eggman with Sonic as your partner? Bro. Sora says a Star Wars. Hey, you never know, Sora. We might actually get an actual Star Wars world. Monkey Beardman says, how long do you think it will take you to get 100? Wednesday officially, Monkey Beardman. Moonfire, what's up? Sonic would be possible since, oh yeah, Sora is in Smash. That's right. You never know. Maybe a Kingdom Hearts 4 DLC, Sonic DLC when? Yo, Stylish, what up, my G? Jill, it's Jill Sandwich. Hello again. How many hours is left of today's grind? About a solid hour and 5 to 10 minutes, Jill. Carry That Weight says, I'm hoping for a Jungle Book world in Kingdom Hearts. That could be, that would actually be pretty cool. I would like to see that too. Kami Kolo says Star Fox. Oh, Star Fox gummy ship section would go crazy. That would go crazy. Eddie says, I'll be in Puerto Rico by Wednesday, so I'll see you do your level 100 run from there. Let's go. Let's go. Will Bowman says, actually Star Wars Disney owns it. A Keyblade lightsaber would be goated. Truly. Yo, what up, David? FR, what's going on, guys? Monkey Beardman says, can't wait to watch the run. I'm looking forward to being there, Monkey Beardman. Jill Sandwich says, I'm far too good at that Barry impression. It would be better if you, the master of unlocking, take these. Thanks, Barry. What did she say? Did she say she was like almost a pancake or something like that? I forgot what her like full line there is. Jeroy Ball says, do you play the game? Jeroy, we will be going for platinum trophy streams. Erwin, every time I parry his attack, I get experience points from it. Every single parry. Axel says, how much time do you think you'll need to finish this? Wednesday, Axel, on the schedule that I'm running. Wednesday officially. Moonfire says, I laughed earlier because I was thinking about possible Kingdom Hearts worlds. Bad answers only. Hannah Montana, Even Stevens, and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody popped up in my head. Yo, Sire, thank you for the Hydrate Redeem, and here's a Bro Feast. Bro Feast for Sire, my brother. I'm back, part 2, round 2 of the karaoke, Sire. Let's go, dog. Enjoy round 2 of karaoke, Sire. Have a good time, brother. Thank you for stopping in and chatting with me. Will Bowman says Darth Sora would be a great fight. Imagine if you could choose between the light and the dark side. Pickle Inspector says, do you think it's okay that Xehanort went to Keyblade Heaven? Everyone can be redeemed? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Indo, unfortunately, I cannot one-hit Titus because the wooden sword is Garbo. Hi B, what's going on? Let's get 93. We're getting that level 93 tonight, guys. Carrie says, mind you, he just started playing Kingdom Hearts last month. Tristan Moretti says, 92, brother. Legacy Pools says the playthrough is going to be so easy. I'm really looking forward to it. Clover says, I'm surprised you're not Kingdom Hearts burnt out. I can't be burnt out on Kingdom Hearts, Clover, because the slice of Kingdom Hearts that I've been able to play is so unrepresentative of the whole game. The rest of the game is going to be a complete breath of fresh air. Basically like a whole new game. I was talking to someone about a Star Wars world in Kingdom Hearts, and he said it wouldn't fit the Kingdom Hearts story and lore. But the point of Kingdom Hearts is that the worlds can be their own stories. It doesn't matter if it doesn't fit the lore. They put Pirates of the Caribbean in it, so I feel like that answer is just not valid. You can literally make a world out of any property and make something out of it, because at the end, Sora's gonna leave the world and go back to his own. Like, it's just it's just like side adventure. Everything that Sora does is like a 5-minute adventure, in and out. Let's go. Yo, Elite Gamer, my dog Elite Gamer, the Kingdom Hearts speedrunner extraordinaire, just popped in with the raid on the purple lap. Thank you, my brother, for the raid. How are you doing tonight? Moonfire says Bioshock, very Bioshock Infinite-esque, right? Will Bowman says, I did a Knights of the Old Republic run, complete Dark Side. It's great. That sounds fire. Hi, Cassie. We've been at it for about an hour and a half. We have an hour to go, and we're gonna hit level 93 tonight. That's why I said, oh, he doesn't. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have any idea what he's talking about. RAM says, if it fits the lore, dark side, the force being the right. It does fit the lore. The dark side, the force being the way of the heart, the light. It's actually really in sync when you think about it. Will Bowman says, POTC. Which world is that? Spicy Chicken Sandwich says, I want an elemental world. An act of God or an act of Claude? An elemental world would be a really fun looking world. Like, thematically, it would look incredible. I literally said Pirates of the Caribbean earlier, and I couldn't put 2 and 2 together when I tried to break down the acronym. I'm dumb. Don't listen to me, guys. RAM says, how can people say that the Lion King fits the lore? They just don't. I don't know. They're just making. It's just headcanons. They're making headcanons. Pickle Inspector says a Rick and Morty Kingdom Hearts crossover would unfortunately be awesome. It would. Stefan Sutton says, are you going to do a playthrough? Absolutely, Stefan. I'm going to go for Platinum Trophy. Unileska says, how have you not lost your mind doing this? Unileska, also goated reference to the an absolutely goated Final Fantasy X boss, by the way. Who's to say I haven't lost my mind already? Carry That Weight says, ever since I started playing Kingdom Hearts, I was saying it's basically Star Wars with Disney Final Fantasy. Honestly. RAM says, Vader as a super boss would be peak, RAM. Peak. Oops. RAM says, I'm really hoping for Moana and The World Ends With You. I heard that Moana is all but confirmed. The World Ends With You that's a deep cut, RAM. That's actually really interesting. Spicy Chicken Sandwich says, oh man, dude. A spicy chicken sandwich sounds peak right now. A Simpsons world would be amazing. I would love to see a Simpsons world. Imagine the art style change. Imagine that it plays like what is the game on the GameCube with the Simpsons? Isn't it called Crashing Out, or what was it called? Is it Crashing Out? What's up, Jacob? Will Bowman says, no spoilers. I love Moana. No Moana spoilers, or no. Well, I've heard it. Maybe it is just rumor, but I did hear that it was real. Crashing Out. Hit and run. Hit and run. Is Crashing Out a different game? Is there also a Simpsons game called Crashing Out? But Hit and Run is the one I was thinking of on the GameCube and PS2. Carry That Weight says praying for an Atlantis world and a Treasure Planet world. Oh man, Carry That Weight. I really am hoping for you, but that sounds like a fleeting dream. Ad time on purple, guys. So sorry in advance for the ads. Pickle Inspector says, imagine a GTA world. Imagine imagine Sora just running around Liberty City trying to like getting into gunfights, stealing cars. That would be a little bit out of theme for sure. RAM says they are in Shibuya and the events that happen to Sora leads up to the world's end. Oh, interesting connection. Will Bowman says crashing out is 64. Yo, my dog California, what is up tonight, brother? How are you doing? Everyone go watch California stream. I cannot shout him out enough. My man's is on the grind. He's locked in. Thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. RAM says Moana is rumored because of a Keyblade in a trailer. I see. Donald Hot Dog, the tech thing is experience points. Every time I parry Titus's attack, I get experience points. Carry That Weight says, if we got Monsters Inc. and Toy Story and Kingdom... How can you say that you're not reaching? Monsters Inc. and Toy Story are two of the most popular properties. When you're talking about Treasure Planet and Atlantis, you're talking about obviously incredibly well-regarded critically, but like... in terms of a popularity contest, we're like the opposite end of the spectrum to Monsters Inc. and Toy Story. How can you say you're not reaching? Omega Matt says, bruh, we almost there. You were here since level 56. Let's go, Omega. Q says, why you keep doing that? I get experience points for doing that, Q. I'm going all the way to level 100. Calvin says, Wednesday, it can't, getting through tomorrow is my #1 goal. I need to get through work tomorrow so we can start getting ready for those final 3 streams. Will Bowman says, I saw that in Kingdom Hearts 3 because there's a Moana Keyblade but no world. Oh, I didn't know that it was attached to Kingdom Hearts 3. Donald Hot Dog says, isn't there faster ways to level up? Oh yeah, absolutely, Donald. But the point of the challenge is to get the levels on Destiny Islands. So that's why I'm doing it here. Jean Reno says $50 to reset and start over. Heck no, bro. What the heck? That is way too low, bro. You're crazy. RAM says, I need a Bugs Life world. I think that would be funny AF. It would be funny, for sure. Omega Matt says, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is the best. I'm really looking forward to getting around to that. I'm sorry, Carry That Weight. I don't mean to be like that on your dream. You're right. You deserve to dream, brother. And you are right. They do have Tron worlds twice over. So that's a good point, actually. RAM says, Birth by Sleep might have the best story besides Union Key. Derek Hill says, love to see you still going. I was first here on level 3. Dog, Derek Hills. Thank you, brother. Donald says, makes sense. I'm sorry. I'm kind of new to this. Hey, you're good, brother. Thank you for being here. John Reno, I will not reset the grind for less than 10 universes. If you send me 10 TikTok universes right now, I'll reset the whole grind. 10 universes. Rob O'Brien says, you're so close, let's get it, Rob. Matthew Wooding says, what would be your, oh yeah, what would be your reset price? 100K. Derek Hill says, can't wait for the playthrough when the mission is complete. Me too, Derek. Will Bowman says, wait, have you not played Birth by Sleep? I know I've only played 1, 2, and 3. Reno add a couple zeros to the end of that. Matthew Wooding says, my favorite Keyblade is at the same time Oblivion and Oathkeeper, because I'm a huge Roxas stan. Roxas is my favorite character in all of Kingdom Hearts. Wouldn't 10 universes be like $5,000 or something like that? Mason says, bro, I was thinking about your stream earlier today. I figured you were already done. Wednesday, Mason. Omega Matt says, Mysterious Stranger, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep was just peak boss fight. I really am looking forward to that playthrough. Carry That Weight says, Roxas is indeed a goat. Absolutely. And he's Ventus's nobody. Matthew Wooding says, honestly, same. I love Oblivion and Oathkeeper so much, but then Divine Rose, which is also valid. Spicy Chicken Sandwich says, I gotta go, but good luck on the stream, brother. Thank you for being here, dog. Eviler B says, Metal Chocobo is your favorite. Metal Chocobo is absolute peak design. It's so good. Rob O'Brien says, between Oathkeeper and Oblivion, you can only choose one. Then it's gonna be Oblivion for sure. Kevin says, so if you're max level, do you get all the skills at the same time when you move from this? Some of the skills are story locked. Not too many, but like magic and some of the skills are story locked. Matthew, thank you for the rose. RAM says, I was thinking an Avengers Infinity War would be good, having Sora loose in the first half of the game. I think Avengers World would be cool too. GG's, good luck, have fun. I'll check in later, my bro, in other kingdoms. Thank you, Omega Matt. I appreciate you for being here. Will Bowman says, Mickey's Keyblade is the best. I don't remember the name, but it's amazing for magic. Oh, I love Mickey's Golden Kingdom Key. It's definitely one of my favorites. Antonio says, Night Before Christmas. One is my favorite. Hey, can't go wrong with Mr. Jack Skellyman, the GOAT. Moonfire says, we had Big Hero 6. We can have so much of Marvel. I actually really do like the Big Hero 6 world too. Brony says, people still doing this challenge? I'm doing it, Brony. NHO says, what happens after you're at the highest level? NHO, I'm gonna go for Platinum Trophy streams. You pick Oathkeeper over Oblivion? I mean, I can respect that as well. Oathkeeper is also GOAT. RAM says, then he returns to the world in the second half of the game for Endgame and learns how to time travel. That'd be insane, honestly. Deadeye says, expected overall time this is going to take, homie. It should be about just under 200 hours, Deadeyes. I'll be done on Wednesday. Will Bowman says, a Deadpool world. I'll imagine, Sora gets like a whole Deadpool, like custom, like Kingdom Hearts Deadpool getup. That would be kind of peak. Carry That Weight says, my favorite is a classic Kingdom Key. It is the most iconic Keyblade. You are right, Carry That Weight. A Spider-Man world, also fire. Sinister 6 bosses. Major Tom says, holy mackerel, I haven't seen you in a minute, man. What's up, Major Tom? Ground control to Major Tom. Ramiro, what's up, brother? Jacob says, why not just install a mod for the XP? But then it wouldn't be a challenge, Jacob. Deadeye says, super dope, homie. I appreciate the grind. I appreciate you, Deadeyes. Thank you. Will Bowman says, like the Keyblade for Deadpool looks like a blade, but it has a mini... It would imagine it has like a minigun keychain that you can turn into a full-size gun. Pat Solomon says, I missed your streams. I hope all is well. Hey, it is now that we're in level 92, Pat. I feel like I'm on top of the world. I'm getting ready to transcend. Moonfire says, imagine the Keyblade of all of those worlds. Yeah, like multiple Marvel themed Keyblades. Rob O'Brien says, can't forget Star Sealer, the blade Mickey trained with. I don't remember what that one looks like. Deadeye says Spellbinder or Diamond Dust Keyblade for me, by the way. Both sick designs. Jesus Valdez says, I appreciate the grind, bro. Please don't stop. I can't wait for you to start the game. Thank you, Jesus. I feel the same way. Rob O'Brien says the handle would just be a chimichanga. Bro. That sounds like, oh, that gives me the ick just thinking about it. Imagine just like grabbing onto a chimichanga for the hand. Oh. Will Bowman says Disney W with adopting Deadpool. Hey, Deadpool needs some love. I did love the third movie. Really, it was a really good movie. Alram says instead of Winnie the Pooh, we enter a comic store and jump into comics to help finish the story. What? And it becomes something like Drawn to Life. Not Drawn to Life. What was that game? Scribblenauts. Drawn to Life is that insanely offensive cartoon. Scribblenauts is the one where you draw the scenario around you. Ooh, Beautiful Joe. Goated. 10 Tanner says timeline. When do you think you'll be playing the real game? We'll be starting on Wednesday, 10 Tanner. Carry That Weight says Star Seeker is the purple one with the star. Mickey's. Oh. Okay, now I understand. Will Bowman says Mickey's is the opposite of the... Oh, dude, Mickey's Golden Kingdom Key is so good. Ramiro says, imagine the song for the transformation was the La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha. That would be very Deadpool coded. Alram says, maybe we should just work for Square Enix. Just hire the whole chat for ideas. No, because they're just gonna use Chat GPT to make up all their worlds. 10 Tanner says, awesome. I look forward to watching B. Thank you, 10. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to having you there. Rob says, Kingdom Hearts 4 is looking so good right now. Looks like Moana is confirmed. I'm so hyped for that. Will Bowman says you can only get it in KH2 Final Mix, but it's the opposite of the OG Keyblade. Yeah, was it Carrie That Way? Were you the one that said that it's really good for Magic, or was it you, Will? Oh, let me take a sip of water real quick. Moana live action flop? That sucks. That really does suck. I forgot that. You know what? It makes sense that it flopped. I forgot that it even came out. It was you, Will. Okay. Rob says, if we were hired by Squaresoft, we would all be fired for copyright. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Can we get Dragon Ball Z World and Kingdom Hearts and Goku is his partner and he can fuse into Vegito and we could have Vegito partner and we fight Majin Buu? That would be really sick, bro. It's Crummy, let's get it. A Broly fight. Sora fighting the legendary Super Saiyan. Yo, Crummy, thank you for the heart, I love you. Thank you for the heart, I love you. Carry That Weight says, didn't they drop... Wait, there's a second Moana movie? I thought all we had was the first movie and the live action. Rob O'Brien says, Goku teaches Sora the Spirit Bomb, and then they fuse to be Soku. Soku. Will Bowman says that would be goated. Crummy says Elbaf is on. Dude, man. Hold on. I need to see real quick, actually. I want to confirm this myself before I say anything. I am 3 chapters. I'm 3 chapters behind One Piece. I need to read all 3 tonight. As soon as I finish stream tonight, I'm reading all 3 of those chapters. Oh, there is a Moana too. See, I'm just living under a rock, guys. I don't know any of that stuff. Howl, Zabimaru! And then you lose. Oh, I'm stupid. It's Roar Zabimaru. I can't believe I just said that. How embarrassing. Xion 0. I am absolutely... Here, Did I... Oh. It's so awkward playing backwards. Like... There you go. I appreciate you, Sion. Moana 2 came out in 2024. It's 2 years old. Man, I am Unk status for sure. Hi, Reese. What's going on? Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi. That's that is such a good Bankai. Imagine Super Saiyan 3 Sora. That would be fire. That would be fire. Sora versus Omni-Man. Emu is, oh gosh, bro. Kenpachi alone solos the Naruto verse? Probably. It's Kenpachi, man. I mean, let's be real here. Kenpachi is the strongest. That's literally his name. Dad, what's up, brother? We're getting it, dog. Alram says no name FS is my favorite Keyblade. Will Bowman says no Kakarot. Kakaroto. Oh, how? Duh. Bankai Keyblade. Bankai. And then Sora just spams Getsuga Tencho all over, like just over and over. When Sora gets the Bankai Keyblade, it just Getsuga Tencho until the end of the game. Reese, to answer your question, we are getting level 93 tonight. We got about 40 minutes to go, and then we're gonna call it after that. Will Bowman says, dude knows Bleach. Only up until Aizen. I still haven't read past the end of the Soul Society arc. Dad says, I was here when he was level 70. Bro, we've made so much progress since then, Dad. Honestly, it's been a journey. Rudy says, hurry, we have work in the morning. Bro, Rudy, please don't remind me, dog. At least it's my Friday. Will Bowman says his name literally translates to the strongest. Xion says, I'm at episode 580 of One Piece catching up. You got this, Xion. I believe in you. My goat, my straw hat kindred spirit. Love to see fellow straw hats in the chat. Salam says, are you farming experience? Yes, Salam, we're getting all the way to level 100 before we even start the game. Crummy says, I'm disappointed in Squad 0. Will Bowman says, dude, imagine a game with all of the anime. Like, it would be so peak. And like, imagine if Jump Force was actually good. Crummy says, I was here. Dang, Crummy, day one, brother. B says, yeah, Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi just sounds peak. It sounds peak. Rob O'Brien says, who here thinks Witch Hat Atelier is gonna be anime? Crunchyroll is shoving Witch Hat Atelier down my throat every time I open the app. I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I absolutely need to watch or read it now, because apparently it's goated. Because One Piece wants me to watch, or Crunchyroll wants me to watch it so bad. Chasey says, Patties is on 1000. Ooh, did Patties like the remake of We Are, the original opening on episode 1000? Rob O'Brien, favorite Straw Hat is Luffy. Absolutely, I am a Luffy stan. If it's not Luffy, then it's Zoro. Xion says, you finishing the game after 100? Yes, Xion, we're gonna go for platinum trophy streams. George says, this is a brain dead gameplay. Will Bowman says, Rukia's Bankai is peak. That's where she turns into like the ice version, right? I haven't seen much of it. Because I haven't looked into 1000 Year Blood War all that much. Setsuna says, yo, I still have the mint black label of this game for PS2. You need to put that in a shadow box. Like, you need to have that climate controlled. Like, take care of that, for real. Will Bowman says it's so overpowered. Oh, Rukia's Bankai? I've heard it is peak. Crummy says, I'm ready for Bleach to come back for the finale on the 25th. It's that soon? Yo, Banana, what's up? Oh, I saw your other comment right now, Moonfire. That's why you know about Moana 2, is for the kiddos. Crummy says the new Spider-Man movie comes out this month. We're getting the return of Bleach and the new Spider-Man movie. This is a good month. Let's go. Will Bowman says you need to read. You know what stopped me, Will? It was the Fullbringer arc. I'm sorry. I do not like Fullbringer at all. It made me fall off. So I need to just read it. I heard it's very fast. Just read through Fullbringer and start 1000 Year Blood War. So I need to stop putting it off. Shylor says level 100 Mushu will be crazy. I'm looking forward to that. Shion says, Kingdom Hearts was my edgy teen era. Had the Keyblade Sora profile picture and all. Yeah, that's a goated profile picture. Pash Potato says, Thousand Year Blood War has been great. If you don't read, the last season comes out soon too. I'll be reading it for sure. Rob O'Brien says, what's the gameplay strat at level 100? What would make this fun? Reflect only? Oh, Rob, what I want to do for one of my first run-throughs to start trophy hunting is I'm going to do, we're going to run Kingdom Key, no accessories. I'm going to go for Deathless. What I'm going to do is if I take a death, I reset the full run. And if somebody gives me a galaxy, I reset the Kingdom Key, no accessories run. That's kind of what I'm looking at so far. I'm going to go for Kingdom Key only, no accessories. Death equals reset, galaxy equals reset. Will Bowman says Fullbringer sucks. I thought so. I've heard some people try to defend Fullbringer, but I just couldn't see it. Eviler B says Sakashima Yokoshima Happo Fusagari is also a goated Bankai. Whose is that? Crummy says Avengers Doomsday later this year with another return of Toby. Toby's coming back again? Let's go. Shinji Hirako. Which character is Shinji the white-haired one? Anna, I'm out of the loop. I'm confused. What are you doing? I'm grinding to level 100 in the tutorial. Lola Balola PhD says, I saw the beginning of this season in theaters. Oh my gosh, let's go. That is so goated. Will Bowman says Toshido's release Bankai is crazy too. Wait, is that what we're talking about here? Oh yeah, the blonde hair one. Yeah, I just need to. I need to read Thousand Year Blood War. Sion says it will be a tough run. It will. But I'm looking forward to it. Dark Matt says I love this game, but it crashes sometimes when I go. Dark Matt, that happened to me 3 times. You have to play it at 60 FPS. That will reduce your crashes by a lot. Will Bowman says Hyonimaru's is a beast. Hyonimaru's is a beast. Aeon says, are you excited to get off the beach? You have no idea. Rob O'Brien says, until you hear, come Guardian. Well, I mean, would I fight Sephiroth in that? I feel like that would just be setting myself up for a reset on purpose. Crummy says, my goat head Captain Yamamoto, R.I.P. Yeah, R.I.P. Yamamoto. Old man Yamamoto will be remembered, bro. Will. Yeah, you can get levels this way, but it's a terrible way to do so. This is just like a insanity challenge. Like one Kingdom Hearts insanity % slow run. Noah says XP check. It's yeah, I guess why not? I'll do a safety save too. Do you have the game muted on your side? Because no way. I'm listening to it right now. Eviler B says you meet him in chapter 183. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've gotten that far. Rob O'Brien says also this month is wait, Shinji is the one who flips the world upside down, right? Is that who Shinji is? Rob O'Brien says also this month is Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie. Oh, finally, bro, let's go. Yeah, I've heard his Bankai is goated. Okay, we have 3,550 EXP to go. 3,550. Charles John says, how many hours for a single level? 2.5. Rob O'Brien says, level 100, you should be fine for Sephiroth. We'll see. Will Bowman says, he definitely tried, but I won't spoil it. Crummy says, Getsuga Juji show is sick, though. Can we agree? Rob O'Brien says, now the Clock Tower Reaper, that's a different story. You might struggle with that. No, you guys are good. I appreciate you educating me on the bleach knowledge that I have yet to learn, because I need to stop being a pansy and start reading Bleach again and just read through Fullbringer and get going. El Gordo, the way we're hitting level 100 on Wednesday is we're tomorrow night I'm gonna hit 94 after work. Monday is gonna do 94 to 96. Tuesday is gonna be 96 to 98, and then Wednesday is 98 to 100. Noah says 817k EXP really is crazy work. Mateo says, do we know the total amount of XP for max to go all the way? I think it's just under 1 million, Mateo. Rob O'Brien says, I feel off. I fell off Bleach, but I need to pick it back up. I dropped in season 4. Will Bowman says I can just skip Fullbringer. Oh, okay, good. I think I will. Crummy says nothing's really too connected to Fullbringer. You can skip 90% of it. Yes, yes. This is exactly what I wanted to hear. Will Bowman says it just gets explained later anyways. Thank you. Jesslyn says Titus is so over it with Sora. Nah, that's their home. They are Sora and Titus. They're day ones. That's his day one. That's the entourage. But yeah, I imagine he is kind of getting annoyed with this after 167 hours of this. Crummy says just watch the last 10 episodes of Fullbringer. I will do that. It's time for me to pick Bleach back up. Will Bowman says Titus don't give AF. Titus wants the smoke. Titus always wants the smoke. Whether he knows it or not. Colby, the speed, I do plan on doing the speedrun stream the Monday after I hit level 100. So I'll hit level 100 on Wednesday, and of course I have to work all weekend, but then Monday we're gonna do the speedrun stream. We're gonna make it all one stream. I'm gonna start stream and I'm not ending stream until we beat the game, and we're gonna do it as fast as I possibly can. Yo, Kevin Jugs, what's up, brother? But in the meantime, before Monday, before we do the speedrun style stream, I'm gonna start running my Kingdom Key only, no accessories run. QT says, "Oh my God, man, you've been grinding. I was just here the other day when you got to 87. Appreciate you, QT." Judica says, "Can I see you fight Riku for kicks and giggles?" Judica, if you're willing to wait like another 27 or so minutes, I will do a Riku fight. I just want to make sure I get this level locked in so I can get ready for work tomorrow. But as soon as I hit the level up, I will fight Riku for you. Will Bowman says, your fingers, just remember the motion. Generally speaking, just twirl the left thumbstick around a little bit and hit the A button again. It's pretty brain turn off mode, basically. Unless you see him rush you down. If you don't see him do the backflip and he starts rushing you down, then I have to raise my attention span just ever so slightly. So oh, I'm playing on an Xbox controller. I'm sorry. But I mean, if I was a Kingdom Hearts purist, it would be the X button on a PlayStation controller, but I am in fact playing on a Razer Xbox controller. Is that blasphemous? Am I committing sacrilege for playing on an Xbox controller? No, I know you are. You're good. I start crying. Mango, like snot coming out of me, just bawling. Mango says, somebody said they saw you hit 87 the other day. I think I saw you at 42 months ago. Basically, Mango, basically. I would have been done already if I hadn't taken that break in June. WoodyBot says, "Whoa, you're still doing this? How much longer do you think you'll need to get level 100? We'll be done on Wednesday, WoodyBot. Officially done on Wednesday." And there you go, Audie. Just under 200 hours. Wednesday, I'm gonna start the final stream. Sony is a greedy company these days. It's not blasphemous. Yes, I'm safe. Ad time on Purple app, guys. Sorry in advance for the ads. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you. Whoop whoop. What up, UG, aka Run Goku? Rob says, if you haven't seen it, so if you have not seen it, I just finished 86 and oh my god, I'm so glad I watched it. 86? Will Bowman says, I actually have a handheld DS thing and I play emulators. When I play PS2, I hit O. I hit O instead of X a lot. Oh yeah, because the layout's a little bit a bit different on the DS. That would throw you off. Red Scorpion says, I can't believe it takes over a week. Red Scorpion, it takes just under 200. Oh yeah, in terms, like, if you were to break down like the hours, like if you were to just sit down, basically brain turn off, sit down, don't do anything except play Kingdom Hearts, it would be like a week's worth of hours. You're right. That's insane, Red Scorpion. That is truly mind-boggling. Rob says, it's an anime thing. It's as good as Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the story and the emotions. I'm gonna look into that, Rob. Haziel, what's up? You're here at level 70. I appreciate you being here with me tonight. Bowman says, it's a A, B, X, Y controls, but PlayStation is XO square triangle. True, true. Ari says, Michaels has agreed me to give me 2 consecutive days off, and you happen to be streaming on my time off. Let's go, Ari. Also, it really is so frustrating when jobs give people split days off. Like, there is nothing worse than starting a job and then you learn that your schedule has split days off. Like, oh, it makes me so mad. I feel for you, Ari. It shouldn't be something that they're granting you. It should just be the norm. Like, getting your days off consecutively should be like normal. I hate when they're split up. Bautista, a Wednesday officially. Same answer to Yuji. Wednesday, I'm gonna start stream at 12 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and we'll be hitting level 100 about 6 o'clock officially. I'm locked in. Beastie Games says, dude, I just finished one of the endings of the Cyberpunk DLC and there's a hole in my heart. I haven't played Phantom Liberty. Don't tell me too much. Rob says, playing Halo on Xbox. How do I switch guns? That actually, when I started playing, I was playing on PC the other day and that was messing me up. I had like, I don't know why I didn't automatically think to hit 1 and 2. Ari says, I'm big winning right now. I got 1 pay raise, goated, and I'm projected to get my 2nd one here too soon. Congrats, Ari, you earned it. Let's go. Apparently, I'm one of the few employees to be this dedicated in a while. W work ethic, but don't let them take advantage of you though. I have been taken advantage of for sure by my job. Will Bowman says, mine is all messed up. I own a dealership like I'm never. Hey, that definitely does come with being an entrepreneur, Will. But shouts out to you. That sounds like a lot of hard work, brother. I hope business is good for you. Radical says, why are you repeating the same thing? Radical, I'm grinding out experience points using this training fight. We're not leaving Destiny Islands until I'm level 100. Yo, Adi, thank you for the heart. I love you. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Rob says, why? Because I want my other weapon. Why? Because I'm out of ammo. Red Scorpion says, the math is crazy if you look at it too. Just yesterday you were at 163 hours, and you're 92. Yeah, it was like 2.5 to 3 hours per level, basically. Just tiring. I bet it is, Will. Bro, between owning your dealership business and then dealing with the hyperthyroidism just sounds like a trenches combination, brother. I hope you are taking care of yourself as best as you can. Please do not give yourself a stress heart attack. Please. I can't imagine. I imagine that must be mentally taxing on you. Roberto says, what's a real level to leave after grinding this section? Roberto, 15 is plenty. You can absolutely leave now. You will have a nice little early power boost, and that'll be solid. Yo, Jay, what up? Yuji says, you know what me must do. What must we do, Yuji? Hey, Will, you gotta make that bread, brother. Audie says, the Digi-Destined and those of Heart Kingdom aren't so different. That makes me want to rewatch, Season 3 is the one with Guillemon, right? With the one that's like somewhat darker. Is that Season 3 or is that Season 4? Isn't it? That one's called Tamers, right? Will Bowman says it's part of why I doom scroll TikTok. Hey, I feel you. You suck says, what if Titus kills you and you lose all your... Thankfully, even if you lose the fight, it's a training fight, so it doesn't actually have a a game over state. It just goes back to where you're talking to him. Rob says, I need to get a lawyer. My employer hasn't paid me for 100 hours of work. I've been there 13 years. Excuse me, Rob? Yeah, you need to get a lawyer, brother. Red Scorpion, I'm gonna be going for Platinum Trophy streams. And I will be streaming it too. Yuji says Riku's looking beatable. As soon as we hit that level up, Yuji, as soon as we hit the level up, I need to lock in because I do have work tomorrow. Landon says, hey, back at it again, Mr. Neil the Seal. What up, Landon? Mr. Mayhem says season 3. Season 3. We talking anime? We were doing a lot of Bleach talk, Landon. I was explaining to them that I was reading Bleach and I fell off at Fullbringer and I'm missing out on so much because the 1,000-Year Blood War is so good. Adventure says it is season 3. It's Tamers. Yep. Wait. Oh no, Tamers is where the humans digivolve. I'm talking about the one with Guillemon, the one with the red creature and the bunny and Renamon. The season with Renamon. Which one is that? I thought that was season 3. I forgot what the name of it is too. Digimon Adventures 2? Will says, I'm gonna head out though, still need to watch Asmon. Good night, Will. I'll catch you later, brother. Jared says, what's next after 100? I'm gonna go for Platinum Trophy streams, Jared. Ari says, I absolutely abused this for my early stream training development. I should have stayed on Destiny. Hey, you can get a nice early power boost, but it gets really old after a while. Landon says, I heard that one was sick. I met one of the voice actors. What? That's fire. Audie says, I missed out on Bleach. You have to start getting into it, Audie. Pickle says, Cave Titus is Skolin. That's so dark for no reason, Pickle Inspector. Landon says, I'm going as Ichigo to Comic-Con. Yo, Landon, that is hype. Judica says, I'm patiently waiting to watch you fight Reek. I appreciate you, Judica. Thank you. Riley, I'm level 92, and we're almost level 93. Starlit plays, we're not stopping to 100. Landon says, the sword and the boots are here. Costume and the wig are coming in next week. That's going to be so fire. Official Bote, the way you do this... wait, are you talking about the slide move that I'm doing? Ari says, no, I mean, I missed out on your Bleach discussion. Oh, yeah, so I stopped in Fullbringer because I think Fullbringer really sucks. I had finished Aizen, started Fullbringer, I was like, this is mid. I dropped it, but everyone's telling me that I really need to read the 1,000-Year Blood War. Red Scorpion, yes, absolutely. I just end the fight real quick and go save. Pickle Inspector says, let the darkness in. Let the hate flow through you. Yuji says Waka is he's traumatized. Eviler B says Ichigo's voice actor always goes to Yamakon. What? That's goated. Mars says, yes, Mars, I'm gonna go for platinum trophy streams. Landon says, I'm gonna be an intimidating Ichigo. I'm 6'5" and 210 pounds. Yo, you're a fucking beast, bro. Dude, like Canon Ichigo, maybe? Tachi says, how long is it taking to get through a level? Tachi, it's 2.5 hours per level. So official Bote, this move is called Sliding Dash. You get it depending on what your dream weapon selection is at the beginning of the game. I chose the Dream Shield, and I gave up the Dream Sword, and I got it at level 39. Landon says I make the sword look small, so I may make one next year. Just take a broom, like a black broom handle, and just duct tape it to the end of the blade. That way you can make it a bit longer. Witch Cassandra, this is the Steam port. I'm playing on PC right now. JT says, you completing the game after you max? Absolutely, JT. UG says, I did a rank. True to your name, bro. 6 foot, 270 pound Rengoku. Let's go. You know what? You are a true Rengoku fan. I have respect for you for that. Ichigo is 5'10", 100. Oh, so you're Ichigo if he could bench 250 or 3. Well, maybe you could probably bench close to like 300 by bench to maybe 250, 275 maybe, I'm guessing. Rob says, real question, in Traverse Town, will you defeat Leon for the cutscene or Squall for the cutscene, or let him beat you? Oh, dude, I'm gonna dog walk him. Banana bread at work, dude? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Centrikaze, what up? Centrikaze. It's Centrikaze. We're almost there, Kaze. Mars, no, max level is gonna be on Wednesday officially. I have it locked in. Red Scorpion says, is this game in the hardest difficulty? Also, the level drops for the skills are always random. I see, I'm not sure about that, but I am playing on Proud. Landon says, because of my height, my max bench is 240. Hey, you're currently getting out on spinal injury? You currently out on spinal injury. I'm getting imaging. Landon, I hope a speedy recovery for you. I hope you're okay, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. Done next Friday to see an extent. 7 weeks. My gosh. I'm really sorry to hear that. JT says, best world in Kingdom Hearts 1 for me is Hollow Bastion, JT. Mars says, bro, I didn't even see that on screen until after you said Wednesday. You're good, dog. About less than 20 minutes, guys. So, yeah, I would say less than 20 minutes for 93. Yuji says, I got hand injuries. My max lift is 160. Don't feel bad. Hey, I can't even hit 160. I feel you. Landon says, my fault. It was my fault. I used bad formed on rack pulls with 695 for 6x6. Bro, what? 6 sets of 6? God dang, bro. Oh, you're crazy for that, Landon. 6 sets of 6 at 695, man. You were an absolute monster. And you made it all the way to the last rep on the 6th set. You are insane. Judica says, is that tiny HP? That is Titus's HP bar, Judica. Pre-workout double scoop felt like a god and then I didn't. Bro, I'm guessing that was a stem workout too. You ain't doing stem free pre-workouts, are you? That was definitely double scooped stem workout. You're probably sweating like a dog. Modone, my brother, what is up? Yuji says I mostly work legs. Oh my gosh, my brother always wants me to do hack squats. And oh my gosh, I hate hack squats so much. No pre-workout. I can maybe rep. I can maybe rep 515. So pre-workout is high stem. Oh, you monster. Yuji says I can't lift. So oh well. Oh well, you know what? Respect to you for then, because you're doing more than I would want to do, Yuji. I hate hack squats. The only leg workout I like is leg press. That's the only one I enjoy. Vizarion, my brother, what is up? It's so good to see you. How are you doing today? We are about 10 minutes away from 93. You caught me just in time. Landon says, yeah, I was finally working on getting my legs bigger. I finally felt like Jay Cutler. Bro, that's truly a legendary beast. Truly a legendary beast of a man, Jay Cutler. Man's trying to look like Ronnie Coleman. Lightweight, baby. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Vizarion says I'm good. Just ended stream. How are your rolls? How was your randomizer rolls this time? Was it awful or terrible or catastrophic? B says Landon is the Landon I'm trying to be. Truly, truly. I think we should all look up to Landon. Oh, it was for honor night tonight. Let's go. Did you get more W's than L's tonight? Ramiro says, last time I checked, bro was on 90. Let's get it, Ramiro. Landon says, those are my inspirations. I almost ended up like Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie did mess himself up really, really, really awfully. I think even now he can't work very well. I don't even know I played no heads up display. Bro, Vizarion, man, you're trying to do the combat. Like, man's trying to go for realistic combat simulation. You're crazy for that. Yuji says, as I see it. How would Sora fare in the One Piece world? I think Sora would... It just depends. Would you consider Sora's power to be like... Would he be able to learn hockey? How Sora does in One Piece depends on how quickly he can learn, and if he has the potential to learn not only hockey, but Conqueror's hockey, and the ability to fuse Conqueror's hockey into his armament hockey. So if Sora can do that, if he can use enhanced armament hockey infused with the color of the Supreme King, then Sora can absolutely body the One Piece world. Landon says, nope, I get what he meant. Sounded like a pew pew, but no one else heard it. That's, oh, that sounds shivers down my spine, bro. Conquerment hockey, that's a good way to shorten it, honestly. Yuji, can't lose if you can't get hit. Hey, you know what? Facts. That is facts. Yo, daddy, we are like 7-8 minutes away from level 93, brother, and then we're gonna go beat Riku up before I call it a night. Having a puppy does help. Good. I'm glad you have a man's best friend there with you. That does help. I've been pretty locked in on this stream. I haven't really missed too many hits, and I haven't been goofing off, so we should definitely be able to get this quick. I do have another 13-hour shift tomorrow, Daddy. So another 13-hour shift tomorrow, which means another 1-level late night stream tomorrow night. But starting Monday, we're going to do our main streams again. And then Wednesday, we're going to hit it. Dark Zordon says, did I take a break? No, Dark Zordon, I didn't stream at all in June. I definitely took a massive break. Ramito, I'm kind of torn, Ramito. I'm torn between doing Final Fantasy VII Mako Reactor for the next grind, or Titus maxing out Titus's sphere grid on Besaid Island outside of the key spheres, or Kingdom Hearts 2. I haven't made my decision yet. Yuji says, fun fact, did you know that Black Flash is a real thing? I'm gonna need you to further explain that, Yuji. Sora's King says, eating a peanut butter and jelly burrito with cheese and ranch. Peanut butter and jelly burrito with cheese and ranch. Sora, I think you're trying to trigger me right now. I think you're trying to rage bait me right now, and it's working. It is working. Clarence, I'm grinding all the way to level 100 in the tutorial, and then we're gonna absolutely dog walk everything in the game. Landon says, recommended. It's a good story. The anime transitions weird me out, though. Oh, Kingdom? I haven't heard much about that. Red Scorpion says, make that money. Let's get that bread, brother. Dade says, what do you do for work? I'm a merchandiser for a beverage distributor. We mostly do beer, but we also do Red Bull and water. I go and stock up the stores. I'm glad to be back, Dark Zordon. Pickle Inspector says, do you think Waka and Titus became heartless? Nope, they're too goated for that. Selfie, I don't know, maybe. But Waka and Titus, nah, they fought the heartless off. Landon says, Jack and Daxter, I'm a Ratchet and Clank man. That's what I played growing up, was Ratchet and Clank. I've heard that Jack and Daxter is goated though. Yuji says Black Flash is a term for an unarmed strike. I'm gonna Google that, Yuji. I've never heard of that before. King Super, we are actually like minutes away from 93. Cyrus, we're doing late night streams for all of this weekend, and then we're going back to normal streams for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That move is called Sliding Dash, Clarence. You get it if you pick the Dream Shield, you get it at level 39. Every time I parry Titus's attack, I get experience points. It takes about 200 hours to reach level 100. Yuji says hitting with 400 pounds of force or more. What? Landon says I ran out of shows, or I'm mostly caught up on mostly everything. Hey, you got all the time in the world, don't you, Landon? Rudy, I'm so close, bro. Landon says I'm not even. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. What are we talking about, dog? Let's go. Let's go. 93, guys. Let's go. Let me change the text on screen, guys. Woo! We getting it. We are getting it, folks. Right on time, Rudy. Let's go beat up Riku real quick, guys. And then I'm calling it a night. Banana bread at work, dude. Straight up, banana bread at work type shit. Oh, here you go, Pickle. We got 43 strength, 42 defense. We rocking 820,000 EXP. 18,000 to go. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to get no hit, guys. I always try to get no hit. I usually get hit at least once. Please, please no hit. No, it's always a backflip, bro. See, and I had the guard that time too. Chump. It's fine. It's fine. Remember when I fell off 3 times. 55 to 4 is the ratio. You have to do it. All right, Viserion, I'll do it one more time. I'm gonna hit no time. I'm gonna do a no hit this time. For real, for real. Oh, I missed the guard. No, I gotta. Kazarian, I had to go to bed. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna take the L. The no hit L. I think it's 56-4 now. Sora's King says ranch with jelly, one and a sandwich. Ugh. Boy. Alright, everybody. Thank you for being here with me tonight. I'm glad we could get level 93. Let's go. 94 tomorrow night. And then we got the last 3 days after that before 100. Let's get it, guys. Good night, everyone. I'll catch you guys later. Also, Conor McGregor got bodied. What a lame way to go out.